Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry about that. We are a little bit late getting started. IG likes to have a little bit of fun with us at 3:30 and kick us out of our account. So hopefully Chris is going to find me and join in. If not, I will get started. We are having, like I said, some issues with Instagram. There are a lot of codes and a lot of stuff going on. So thank you for joining me today. My name is Kim and I am the fitness coordinator for Seneca at York. And welcome to Ask a Trainer Tuesday. And like I said, I'm hoping that my coworker Chris jumps on. I know he's been having some issues on his end as well with some of our IG accounts. Like I said, technology is always fun. 2020. Yes, love this year. So our topic today is how to lose belly fat, and it would be nice if I had someone else to talk to instead of myself. But like I said, I will get started. If you do have any questions, feel free to type them into the box, and I will do my best to answer them as we're waiting for Chris to hop on. So this is one of the questions that I know I get asked a lot in the fitness center, especially from female students. And I do get it from male students as well. It is something that is common. It is something that we do see a lot as well. And we are influenced by celebrities, by social media, and all that wonderful stuff that is flashed in our faces all the time. And people do have that question. How do I lose the fat around my belly? First of all, you don't want to carry a lot of fat around there, because if you think about the way that your body is built, all of your internal organs are in the upper torso. And it's very important that they stay healthy as well and they function at 100%, or your body doesn't function at 100%. So if you look at cases like heart disease, lung disease, anything of that, you can have fatty livers as well. You don't want to carry excess body fat up on top of the body, because that's where the organs are, and it just makes them work a little bit harder. So the question is, how do I lose that belly fat? I don't know if Chris is ever going to join me, but like I said, that is okay. So one of the first things we say is watch what you're eating. So you can sit there and you can do crunches until the cows come home. That's something my grandmother always said. Until the cows come home, I never understood what that meant as a child. But you can sit there and do all the ab work that you think you can do. You can do crunches day and night. It all comes down to what you're also eating. So looking at your diet, and the one tip that I give to everyone is pick out one thing that you eat every day that probably isn't the best for you. So when people go through what they're eating every day with me, we kind of are able to see a bit of a pattern. If you are a coffee drinker and you are a Tim Hortons double drinker, the best thing for you to do, take that down to a single. And then eventually eliminate that sugar. Sugar is one of the reasons why we do have belly fat. It just sits there. And it's not the best thing. So our bodies cannot get rid of that sugar. So it burns it fast. There's not a lot of nutrients in it, but it also just sits there. And sugar also does a lot of bloating in our body as well. So if you are a sugar eater, which is, it's something that we have. There is a lot of sugar, refined sugar in some of our foods that we do have to watch out for. So some of the processed foods, some breads, all that wonderful stuff at Tim Hortons. You walk into the store and it's right there and it smells delicious. It is in our drinks as well if we are a Starbucks or a Tim Hortons frequenter. It's stuff that we sometimes don't realize is there. And there was actually a great question on our Strive to Thrive challenge this morning. What is a sugar? And it had 4 of them listed, and you had to pick out which one wasn't the sugar. So sugar has so many different names. There's actually 56 that I know of different ways that sugar are added into food. It could be syrup, it could be food coloring, it could be refined sugar. It is different things. So if you are looking to get rid of that sugar in your diet, you have to know that list. You can just Google it, 56 different names for sugar, and you'll be able to see what is there. And if you take that list and you take it up to some of the foods, we have those wonderful things on the back of our food, the nutrition guides. If you look at that and you can kind of see the ingredients and you can pick out the sugars in there. So my advice, take one thing out of your diet. So make a food journal, write down what you're eating every day or drinking every day. If you are a pop drinker, there's your sugar right there. So if you think about how much sugar is added into that pop, yes, it gives us a little bit of a energy boost, but at the same time, you're adding a lot of sugar into your diet. And if you eliminate that, you're going to start to see changes right away. I had a student, we were doing a food assessment, kind of seeing what they were eating, and they were cheese every day, like hunks of cheese and everything. And I'm like, try and get rid of that, because some of the cheese does have sugar in it. Get rid of that cheese and see what happens. And sure enough, she did see some changes right away. There was less bloating and there was also less sugar in her diet. The same thing, we also cut out that double Tim Hortons that she was drinking about 4 times a day. And there was also some change there as well. So looking at your diet, also looking at when you're eating. So I kind of have a general rule. I have an alarm set on my phone and also set on my wrist that after 6:40, in the evening, I do not eat. So our bodies start to slow down in the evenings because it's getting ready for sleep. So your metabolic rate drops as well, because we're supposed to be going to bed when it gets dark. I know that doesn't work for college students or university students, and it sometimes doesn't work for regular adults as well. But our rhythms start to slow down. And if you're eating a big meal or something large after about 7 o'clock at night, your body's not going to metabolize that as quickly, and it's going to sit there. I know it is hard being a student because you have work, you have studies, you have school. Some people are in school till about 9 o'clock at night. But the one thing to do is maybe pack a snack that you can eat during a lecture. That way you're not eating after a certain amount of time. Or if you are getting home after working and you're hungry, look at the foods you're eating, pick stuff that's simple to digest, and only eat a little bit. You don't need a lot of food before you're going to bed, but just eat something that's going to be healthy, easy to digest, and has no sugar in it whatsoever. So it might be some carrots, it might be some celery sticks, it could be something like that, something easy, which is going to get digested in your system. So don't be taking out a big hunk of lasagna and eating that at 9 o'clock at night. That's not going to go anywhere. So the other thing to do is look at your choices when it comes down to breads and fibers and stuff like that. So my general rule is the darker the bread, the better it is for you. Growing up, I was not allowed to have white bread. I didn't realize why until I went out on my own and realized it tasted great. It's because of the sugar in it. So you look at your whole wheats, you look at your multigrains, you look at the rye breads, all those ones that have the darker in it, because it does not have the refined sugar put into it. Okay, it does taste a little bit different. I mean, multigrain, you get the seeds stuck in your teeth, but at least you're not going to get that amount of sugar in your diet as well. And the same goes with pasta. Pasta is one of the cheapest things you can find in the supermarket if you are able to eat regular pasta. But if you look at brown pastas, whole wheat pastas, even going towards the rice pastas, they have great different kinds of pasta that are out there right now that do not have the sugar in it like the white pasta does, the regular stuff that we get in KD boxes or we just pull off the shelf at Walmart or the Superstore, wherever you are. So losing belly fat around the midsection, it comes down to diet, it comes down to nutrition, and it also comes down to physical activity. So if you're not going to be doing a lot of stuff because you are sitting down at your desk all day long, you do need to get up and you do need to move. The more that we sit down, our shoulders aren't back, we have poor posture, we bring the belly button in towards our spine, tighten up those muscles, keep them up and keep them toned, and getting up and moving. So I know it's great on the weekend, Netflix and chill, especially this past couple of days, it's been raining, but you still do need to move, you do need to burn those calories and be as active is the best way. So those are all great things to do, and it'll help reduce that belly fat in that area. Some great exercises, core exercises like planks, side planks. You can do reverse crunches, you can do leg lifts. All of those are going to help tone as well, which will help reduce some of that belly fat. No one has any questions, which is great. If you do, feel free to type it in there. Sorry, I don't have a co-host today. I'm not sure what's going on with our IG accounts. But if you do have a question about it, feel free to ask and I'll do my best to answer it. Everyone just keeps jumping on and watching me, which is great. So any questions at all? If not, I will wrap it up and let you guys get on with the rest of your day. So if you are looking for a few ideas to get active, we do have the Strive to Thrive challenge, which started yesterday. You can still hop on. So what it does is it looks at your activity levels, it gets you to drink water, and it also gets you to look at your nutrition. So over the past month, about 6 weeks now, that we've had a whole bunch of programs going for you, and it all relates to that healthiness. So if you look, we had weight training for women, we've had the adulting class, we've also had the nutrition meal prep classes. I believe the last one for that one runs this week. And we also have fitness classes running as well. So with all the gyms closed again in the Toronto and York regions and Peel regions, it might be a great opportunity to get up and move during your day. We have classes running from 12:40 to 1:10, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And they're different classes each day with a different instructor. And it's 30 minutes of physical activity. That is what is required of you every day. Only 30 minutes. It's not that much. Okay, and that is the minimum. You can do more. You don't have to settle for that bar. You can always go above it. You can go out for a walk. You can get up and you can do jumping jacks in your living room in between lectures. All it is coming down to eating well and being active, and that's going to help with the belly fat issue, I guess. All right, no one's got any questions. I'm about done talking because I can't stretch this any longer if there's no questions. Thank you all for tuning in today. I appreciate it. Once again, sorry there was no co-host. We'll try and get that figured out for next week. And I hope everyone has a lovely rest of the Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday, middle of the week. Great chance to get up and start moving as well. So thank you again. Be safe, be well, be healthy, be happy, and take care, everyone.